Wow, and it looks like we are now live. So, welcome to this live stream, everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Oral Mackenzie, and in this live stream, I will definitely give you guys a real insight as to who I am. I will actually taking you guys through my downs and my ups with network marketing over the last 3 years. I saw network marketing November 4th, 2017. So I'm just 2 days away from celebrating 3 years in network marketing. So, guys, as you jump on, let me know where you're actually tuning in from and stuff like that. Let me know in the chat where you're actually tuning in from, and so I can actually give you guys a shout out and stuff like that. So I'm actually watching the chat. I want you guys to let me know if you're actually being able to hear me. I want to know if you guys are actually hearing me and seeing me properly. And let me know where you're actually jumping in from. So I see some persons in the chat. I can see that um Moya Williams is saying that she's actually on. Moya, are you actually able to hear me? Let me know if you're actually able to hear me properly and if you're actually see me properly too. Um, I see Tani saying something in the chat. You're actually, guys, what I want to know before I dive straight into this, I want to know in the chat if you guys are able to first of all, see me properly and if you guys are also hearing me properly. I see Kellyanne say that she's actually hearing me properly. Are you able to see me properly to Kellyanne? Kellyanne, that's Kellyanne Van Dear. So I don't know that person. Where exactly in the world are you joining our live stream from? And what's the weather like there in your part of the world? Let me know in the chat. So we're gonna have some fun, and I'm excited to share my journey with you, my ups and downs in network marketing. Guys, let me know where you're jumping in from, and what's the weather like in your part of the country. Oh, it's Kelly. Kelly Wagwan. How is things in Canada? Kelly Wagwan, how are things in Canada? Is everything fine? Let us know in the chat. So it seems as if the audio is okay, the camera is okay. So we're just going to dive in. Kelly is saying it is actually cold in Canada. We do expect it to be cold. So I'm gonna not pay attention to the chat for right now and take you guys through my journey. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually give you guys a background to let you guys know exactly where I'm coming from before network marketing. And then I'm gonna actually take you guys on my network marketing industry. My network marketing journey, I'm sorry. And we should be having some fun. Guys, any questions you have, put it in the chat. Let us know in the chat anything that you want to hear from me or anything like that. So Kelly is actually saying it's freezing cold in Canada. So anything you want to know, let me know in the chat. Put it in the chat and stuff like that. So I think I'm probably going to share my screen with you guys and talk you through my background and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull up a little PowerPoint so you guys can see. So I'm gonna actually take myself out of the way. So let me actually hide this and hide this. So let's actually pull up my screen and show you guys, talk to you guys about all of this. So I'm pulling up my screen right now. Guys, let me know in the chat if you're actually able to see my screen properly. And so I'm gonna dive straight into my journey with you guys. Let me know if you're seeing my screen really cool. So anybody in the chat can let me know if you're seeing my screen really good. If you're seeing where I say I came from humble beginnings, Everybody seen that in the chat? Okay, cool. So everybody's seen that. So let's take you guys to the journey. So that's me when I was about 13 years old, very small, and I'm from the parish of Hanover. And from that time, when I was as small as 13 years old, I decided that I want to become a soldier. So, see some people laughing in the chat. That picture is looking very beautiful, right? That's why you guys are laughing in the chat. And so, in Hanover, one of the number one industry or crops in Hanover is really sugarcane. You guys see what I mean? So most of the persons in Hanover plant sugarcane, and that's where I'm originally from. Now, the next thing I want to share with you guys. Anybody know sugarcane? What I'm talking about? Anybody on the call know what I'm talking about when I said sugarcane? So that's where I'm originally from. The number one crop down there in Hanover is sugarcane. And also they plant yam down there. So most of the persons down there are actually farmers. It's an agriculture community. So that's where I'm from, and that's me at 13 years old make a decision that I want to become a soldier. So in the mornings before I actually go to school, I would have to walk about 2 miles to tie out the goats as you see on the screen because I had goats. If you guys know what I'm talking about, anybody know goat? Um, I had goats. I had to tie them out for grass. We actually raise goats in the country. So if you can relate, let me know in the chat. If you guys can relate, let me know in the chat. So there was no pipe. There was no running water. I didn't have any pipe at home. So what we do, we use the river. Um, Probably you could relate to that, Kelly. Kelly, you can relate to that because I think in Portland is the same situation. See, if you ever bathed a river before, let us know in the chat. Cool. So that's me. We actually have to go to the river to have a bath. And after being in ninth grade in at Rusty's High School, I got a scholarship to attend Prospect College. Now, Prospect College is a semi-military institution that is located in St. Mary on the outskirts of Ocho. So I actually play the music there and stuff like that, and I really love the music. Now, after leaving Prospect College, if you guys are following the story in the chat, let me know in the chat if you're actually following what I'm saying. I actually start teaching. So I was a music teacher at a school in Montego Bay called Hemingway Prep School. So I taught there for a year, and then the opportunity come now for me to join the military. So I actually joined the military. So I was actually in the military and I was doing fine until I actually decided to start my family. So I start my family. So that was me in the military. I'm still in the military. So I start my family, and it was a family of actually 4 people. You guys see what I mean? Anybody on the call actually have a family and can relate? But these 4 people, it was actually on one salary. Guys, let me know in the chat if you guys are actually still hearing me properly and seeing me properly. I'm not really seeing anything coming through on the chat. If you guys are still able to hear me and see me properly, let me know in the chat. So as I was saying, I had a family of 4 people, but it was on one salary, and that was already problematic. So I was definitely looking for ways to actually increase my income. And guess what happened? I got into $4 million debt, guys. I'm telling you, got into $4 million debt. You see what I mean? So I was at a very low point in my life, and I was definitely looking for a way out of that $4 million debt. So I did a lot of stuff before I started network marketing. So first, when I leave work in the evening, I used to actually run taxi, and I have a new book. I have guys, I'm gonna become an author. So I have a book coming out that is called Boundless Success. It will be available on Amazon and stuff like that, where I'll be going in full details with my story. Way more details than I'm actually sharing with you guys now. So I got into $4 million debt. Anybody on the call, if you ever get into debt before, let me know in the chat. If you know what it is like to get into $4 million debt, let me know in the chat. I'm actually watching the chat right now. Anybody on the call actually got into debt before? So I'm not seeing anything coming through in the chat. So um, Kelly is actually saying that she know what it is like to be actually in debt. So I got into $4 million debt. And what I started to do, I started to actually run taxi after I leave work in the evening to actually make up my salary. And one night I took up 4 persons. I didn't take up 4 of them one time. They like joined the taxi one by one, but I did not know that they were actually gunmen. And they robbed me when it got to a lonely point, um, a place named Currington Bridge. So the very next day I decided, listen, I'm gonna actually sell this car. So I sold my car, and then I was actually trying to go into another business. And what I started to do at that time, I started to run to actually sell ice cream. So I was selling ice cream from home. And what inspired me to start selling ice cream is that my son always come to me in the evenings to actually say, whenever he hear that familiar voice of the ice cream man, he run to me. So I always say to myself, so what if it that I could be selling everybody else ice cream? So I started selling the ice cream, and after everything was booming and I was making some good money from the ice cream business to actually offset my food bill, not really paying down the debt. I got a letter from the landlord that said that we couldn't no longer sell ice cream. So what happened after that now? I decided to start a nail salon. So I revisit the situation with my wife. I started a nail salon, and nail salon was actually supplementing some incomes. But what I realized is that it was seasonal. So we will actually get persons like like Valentine's, Easter, mostly on the holidays, summertime and Christmas will be booming. But in between that, it will be ups and downs. So it wasn't never really solving the problem. And I started thinking and I said, listen, I still need to find another business that can produce some income and so I could get out of this debt. And so I decided to start a YouTube channel, the same exact YouTube channel that you guys are actually watching me on now. Guys, if you just join in the chat, let me know where you're joining from. Let me know that if you're hearing me properly, if you're seeing properly, and if you can relate to what I'm actually sharing. I'm diving deep into my story to let you guys know exactly where I'm coming from and where I'm at right now and where I'm actually going. So I see Graham joining the chat. Hi Banana. Actually joining the chat. Big up yourself. She's saying she's joining from Jamaica. I see some other person jumping on. I see Miss Cummings jumping on. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, everybody that is actually joining this chat right now. And let us have fun. Any questions you guys have to ask me, put it in the chat. Let us know. I'm actually diving real deep into my story and share my experience with you guys because I'm just 2 days away from being 3 years in network marketing. So I started my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel was pretty successful because I was making some income from YouTube to supplement my salary. But what happened is that my body was over because I didn't know much about YouTube. So I was when I leave work in the evening, I would actually use all of my night to actually come up with a video idea, then to make the video idea, to make the video, and to actually um, then upload it on my channel. So my body was overworked, and anybody that know me, do you guys know what happened? You guys know what happened? Anybody that know me? Some persons are actually saying they're not seeing me. You're not gonna be able to see me right now because I'm actually sharing my slides. But as soon as I done sharing my slide, I'll be jumping back on camera. So what happened is that my body was overworked and I got sick. I ended up in the university hospital for 10 days. I was diagnosed with what they call um, sinus thrombosis, or another common name for that is actually stroke. So I've seen Stevens in the chat. Big up yourself, bro. I saw that you actually had a minor accident yesterday. I'm also seeing Sabrina in the chat. Sabrina, you're able to hear me and see me properly. Any question you guys have, let me know in the chat. So, I got sick. I spent 11 days in the university hospital. And when I got out of the hospital, somebody decided to show me network marketing. Now, I didn't know nothing about network marketing at the time, but I decided that I'm going to do this thing because I was definitely looking out for something and I was looking for a way to actually change my life in a big way. So, I was actually new to network marketing, have no knowledge about it. I didn't know nothing that I was doing. I just took a leap of faith and decided that I'm going to actually do this thing. You guys see what I mean? So, took a leap of faith and I do it. And I was able to actually grow a team of well over 400 people, and I've been successful with network marketing over the last 3.5 years. In 2 days' time, it's going to be my 3-year anniversary. So I'm going to actually dive deep into you guys with the journey and the network marketing. If you guys have any questions so far, let me know in the chat. I can see that Kian Simit is actually saying hi in the chat. Guys, any question, let me know in the chat. I see Howard Crossman is on the live. Big up yourself, bro. You don't know. So I'm going to take you guys through this network marketing journey now and how I was able to be successful with it. Any questions you guys have, let me know in the chat and stuff like that. So in my first 3 years, I made 35 personal sales. So I show over 500 plus people network marketing, and 35 of them said it. But that 35 people grow into well over 400 people globally. You guys see what I mean? So how was I able to do it? This is at my first um travel party where I bring about 5 people with me. That was actually in 2000. You guys see what I mean? So that's my first ever event when I just get started with this deal. So I remember that there was a training event that was supposed to come up. I was supposed to go to North Carolina to be actually get trained how to do this thing. So when I got started with this thing, for the first 1 year, so in my first 48 hours after I got started, I was able to put in 4 people. So I put in 2 of my best friend and 2 other people. But for the next almost a year or so, I could not get anybody to enroll. And the reason why I could not get anybody to enroll is because I didn't know much what I'm doing. And then my mentor said to me that, listen, you have to go to one of these international training. But I was saying to him that I don't have any visa or anything like that. And I'm gonna actually share the conversation with you guys to let you know that when you have faith, you could actually move mountains. So I remember, if you guys are seeing on the screen right now, I was saying to him, blessings, bro. I want to go to the boot camp in the United States, but I've not seen the way as yet. And he was saying to me, give it to God, bro, and he will show you the way. And I was saying, okay, bro, God is the way. So I decided that I'm going to go to this training. No, that's a huge faith because I didn't have a passport was expired. I didn't have any money and all of that. But let me tell you guys something. You see, faith is when you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Guys, if you can relate, let me know in the chat. if you guys can actually relate to what I'm saying, if you have any similar experience in network marketing and stuff like that, let me know in the chat. So he then said to me, always make the decision. Then do if you guys can read what is on the screen, let me know if you're able to see what is on the screen. I see we have some more people jumping onto the call. Jillian from Mandeville, big up yourself. How is thing down there? If you guys can actually read the text on the screen, let me know. He was actually saying, always make the decision, then you will be there no matter what, and you will actually figure out the way. And I said, I made the decision already. That is exactly what I did for training with Darren Walker and so on and so forth. So let me tell you guys something. You see, leaders make decision quickly and change their mind slowly. You see, followers, they make decisions slowly and change their mind quickly. So if you guys want to be a leader, you have to start learning how to make decisions quickly. Cool? Jolene, you're not talking to me. What is happening down here in Mandeville? Is everything fine? So I decided that I'm gonna actually go to the training. And this is more of the conversation me and him actually happened. And then what I did was I actually went to the bank. Because sometimes in life, girls, in life, guys, you have to actually go deeper into debt to come out of debt. If you guys understand what I mean. Sometimes in life you got to go deeper into debt to come out of debt. So what I actually do is that I went to the bank and the loans officer was saying to me that he can't give me any loan because I already have 4 million. But I had faith that I was gonna get some money to go to this training. And he actually figured out a way how to let me get some money. So I went and got on. When I actually got the money in, it was like 1 week left before boot camp training in North Carolina. And my friends were saying to me, bro, if you actually go to to the embassy now, you're not gonna get back your visa in time. But I still have that faith that I could get it. So I went to the embassy. I did a 3 day on my passport. I got my passport. I went to the embassy and I did the interview. And that was a Friday. And I was supposed to fly the next Friday. So I was thinking, wonder if I'm gonna get back my passport with my visa in time. Because I got the visa. And the Monday I was calling them to say, hey, I'm supposed to fly Friday, but I haven't got my. I was wondering if there's a way I could get back my passport with my visa quickly. And the guy just said, listen, if your visa is ready, just come and pick it up. So I went the Friday and got back my visa the Monday. That all of that was just fake. You guys see what I mean? So I see some people jumping in. I see I can see that Tanisha Marsh is on the live stream. Big up yourself. Where are you actually tuning in from? Are you in Jamaica? I can see Sexy Key saying good night. What's up, girl? How is thing? Oh, you get back light. Um, Tanisha Marsh. I wish by day. Jamaica or England. Let me know in the chat. I see Paul Campbell saying big up at High Banana for sharing the link. Okay, cool. Big up yourself, High Banana. So guys, I'm telling you, that was just mere faith. So what happened is that now that I have got my visa and stuff like that, I didn't have any much money to go to the training. So I had enough money to book for like the training was for an entire weekend, and I have enough money where I booked for 2 nights, and I was trying to figure out how I'm going to book for the rest of the night. And then my mentor actually, I reached out to him and tell him that listen, we're actually here in North Carolina. We only have enough money to book for 2 nights, and we don't even have food or anything like that. But we decided that we're going to be at the training because we want better out of life. And what you're seeing on my screen right now is that he actually booked another night for us. So we were so grateful. So now we actually can actually attend the training for the weekend. And what we did, we brought food with us from Jamaica in our bag, like cheese and stuff like that, biscuit and them something. So we went to the training, guys. Guys, if you can relate to what I'm saying in the chat, let me know in the chat. I see Katie and Grant just jump on to the live stream. So this is me actually at the training. One other thing happened to me at that training. When I got to Miami Airport, they told me that they could actually send my bag straight to North Carolina. So I actually for free. So I actually took up the offer. When I got to North Carolina, guys, my bag was delayed somewhere else. It's crazy. So I was in the same clothes. So that's me. Actually, boot camp 2018. It's 1 year after I got started in network marketing. And I'm going to show you guys a small clip with me. I can see that David Lemonis is actually on the live. Big up yourself, bro. How are you? How is you? And how the weather is treating you?
This is. You guys know who this is, right? This is Keisha. But as you can see, we're in North Carolina at Millionaire Boot Camp. We're on a little break right now, but only one speaker come up so far. I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? I'm a director in World Ventures, and I'm going IMD this year. Oral, let's not even talk about ranks. These two people right here are IMDs. I'm gonna tell you why. Because of the obstacles that they went through to come here and the sacrifices that they made. See, what happened is a lot of people didn't make it here because they didn't have it. And they said, you can't wait until you have it to spend it. Because if you had it, you wouldn't need it. If we all had it, we would not be here. It's because we don't have it. It's why we're making the sacrifices so we can have it later. The amount of obstacles that these two people go through to be here today, a lot of people wouldn't have made it. And the fact that they overcame the obstacles is why they're gonna win big. So I'm gonna say this, right? You wanna be around these people. You wanna be around Oral. You wanna be around Crystal. Sorry, listen. I don't even know her name. I know her story. So facts tell and stories sell. So if you was not here, please get to the next event. You're doing your family and yourself a disservice because everybody has struggled. And if you want to continue to struggle, then continue to struggle. We don't want to struggle no more, right? We want increase. That's why we're here. Up. Yeah. So look, if you want some increase, if you want to get up, come to the next event. Make that sacrifice. We're going to Vegas in October. You should be there. Be there. Be there. What you want to say, Oral?
Well, all of the persons them don't know, say, I am going all the way to the top. So if you're looking for somebody to follow, just follow me. I'm going all the way to the top. I'm going by myself, but why not with you? So let's go.
Yeah, Roscoe Taylor said earlier, he said, the leader lead by doing. All you gotta do is follow what the leader is doing. Do what Oral is doing.
So I'm telling a little bit of a story. You say like 20 days before the event, we never have no passport, we never have a visa, we never have no money. I'm gonna be here. Some of them have passport, I don't have visa, I don't have money, but guess what? I'm not here. So you can tell them what's going on. Flight delays, man, like 5 hours. Baggage get left on the airport, on the plane, and they said I'm gonna make it to bring my baggage to Charlotte, they didn't bring it. So you know, this is really nice, safe clothes. Some of us be able to put on safe clothes, Jamaican style. So that's right. So, right now, I don't have enough money for food, but guess what? We got bread and sardine and cheese in our bag. So, we stay here. So, make all the sacrifice there. Worse than that, when we reach at the hotel, they say, listen, I'm going to go quick pedicure and I'll get some of the drop the money and put me out of cash. So, about 5 o'clock, we're booking at the hotel. Whole position is going there.
What happened when I noticed Oral, he said he didn't have a lot of things. He also did not have no excuses. No excuses. That's how you win. Let's get it.
Wow, that's amazing. So that was actually my first training, guys. So when I got to the first training and I got back to Jamaica, I learned a lot of things and I just applied them same time. Just apply everything that I learned same time. And then I realized that my business started to move. You guys see what I mean? And what I did, I just booked for the next event. So the next event that was coming up was the View. And what I did, I just built from event to event. As Crossman is saying in the chat, no excuses. So because I had no excuses, guys, you know what happened? My team moved from 5 people to well over 60 plus people. So I'm gonna actually show you guys on the screen right now, me being recognized after that training event that actually show me a lot of insight of how to actually do network marketing. So take a look, guys.
everybody. My name is Oral Mackenzie. So I hit senior yesterday. So my nugget for you guys is that you got to have 3 stories. You have to have the upline story, your story, and people from your downline story. That is when you know that you just start doing some work. As if you're going up in life and you can't send down the success elevator, it don't make no sense.
You see what I mean, guys? So I just keep on plugging into the system, applying everything that I learn, and keep going and going. So at that time, I had over 60 odd plus people in my team. Guys, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Feel free to interact. Let us have some fun on this live stream. I'm actually diving deep with you guys in my first 3 years in network marketing. If I can do it, you can all do it too. So then I was actually on the run to actually hit the next rank in the company that is called Director, where it's up over 180 people. And I was saying to my mentor what exactly that I need to do. And she was actually saying to me that, listen, anything that you're doing right now, you need to double it up. So I used to actually keep 2 meetings per week, Monday and Friday at that time. You know what? I will actually go rent out the community center. That's a picture I'm showing you guys. And I start keeping meetings every day. So I would have a meeting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back to back. Because I need to get to 180 customers. So I would have a meeting every day for the next 90 days. I keep running. So that was the December that I got my team to 60, and I decided that by the January, I need to get my team to 180 people. So I start keeping meetings every day. I'm calling up everybody that I know. I'm showing everybody. And guess what happened, guys? Sometimes you will have, like, if you guys see, sometimes we have 6 people, sometimes we have 8 people. It doesn't matter. Even if we have 1 person, we're still actually putting in the work. You guys see what I mean? And we just keep showing people relentlessly. And you know what happened? In the January 2019, I actually got my team to 180 persons and being recognized on stage, guys. You see what I mean? So I'm just keep on putting in the work. So check it out.
Matthew Ritchie from Canada.
Oral Mackenzie, Kingston, Jamaica!
Kimberly Hughes, 7th Power! Carrie Cruz, Tampa, Florida, Team Rhino.
Tiago Henrique, Florida.
Jake and Leona Gaines, Detroit. TT Lock, Boston Empire.
Chris Carroll, South Florida, Team Beats Worldwide, Chillin' Worldwide.
Nina Gardiel, South Florida, Team 1.
So guys, I decided that, listen, we need to keep pressing on, and we just keep going. And what did it for me was the trainings. So we built from trainings event to training event, back to back. So we're on a 90-day roll. So our company set out, the training events are like 90 days apart. So that's what we do. We just build from events to events. Guys, if you're actually liking the journey that I'm sharing with you guys, let me know in the chat. If you're actually getting any value at all from this, if anything that you're learning, let me know in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. We're actually here to have some fun. So the next event that was coming up was United. And we decided that, listen, we're going to get some other people. We're going to help some other people to get to the same level that I am at. So we keep pushing. And I remember when we got to, this was like in it was in LA, Los Angeles. And I remember when we got to Los Angeles, Andreen Francis, a girl in my team, she actually need 36 sales to actually get to that what we call a director in our company, 180 customers. And we decided that she will have to get these 36 sales in the one day that left. So we just went into our hotel rooms and we sit down and we call everybody that we know until she made that 36 sales, and she did walk the stage as a director from Kingston, Jamaica. So I'm telling you guys, our journey is not, it wasn't easy, but it's worth it. So this is she actually hitting the stage.
Team Ketchup, Jamaica!
Jerome Plummer, Team Ketchup, Jamaica!
Andreen Francis, Team Genesis, Kingston, Jamaica!
Steve Martin, Wichita, Kansas.
You guys see what I mean? So just actually sharing my journey with you guys and having some fun. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. If you're a part of a network marketing company, let me know in the chat. If you're actually having any issues, anything that you think I could help you with, especially if you're part of a network marketing company, let us know in the chat. If you would like to know how you could actually become successful in a network marketing company, let us know in the chat, guys. I'm actually just sharing my journey with you. If you're just tuning in, I'm actually sharing my journey for the last 3 years in network marketing. If you have any questions, anything, feel free to ask us in the chat. We're here having some fun. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what is things like in your part of the world. You guys know what I mean? So let's go on with the journey. So the next event from that would have been boot camp. That would have been the July, not a world-class training event. And what I try to do when I'm going to this event is I try to, if you notice, if you guys are paying attention so far, I always try to bring more persons at an event than what I bring at the previous event. So this time I brought all of 10 people to the event with me, guys. You see what I mean? So we're actually pushing and working hard how to get to 400 plus customers. So it's not an easy task. So after that training event, we decided that, listen, we need to get our team to 400 plus people. So we start leaving outside of Kingston now, and we start showing people the deal from all over the country. So what we did, we pull up a hardware in Linstead with people and actually start share the presentation with them. Guys, if you're from Linstead or you can relate to that, let me know in the chat. So that is me in Linstead actually sharing the information with people, showing the presentation to people, because we decided that, listen, more people need to know about our company and we need to get to 400 plus people. So that was, I was actually running hard to get to 400 plus people. So that is us in Linstead actually sharing up the information with people, full up a room of people and sharing the information with them. So we're in Linstead again, and we're just actually pushing and showing the information to a lot of persons, because we actually decided that, listen, we have to become very successful with network marketing. You guys can see that that's on hardware. We just pull it up with some chairs and invite everybody in and start sharing the information with them. We even start sharing information in offices. We just going everywhere. We're still in Linstead. We're just going everywhere and sharing the information with people, because we're on a mission to help other people change their life and to make sure that we're successful with the concept, guys. So we just keep on pushing and sharing the information with people all over the country. Guys, let me know in the chat where you're actually joining in from. If you're just joining in, if you have any value, if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'm actually just sharing my last 3 years in network marketing with you guys and how I was able to become successful with network marketing. You guys see what I mean? So let me know in the chat where you're tuning in from and if you have any questions. So we actually expanded outside of Linstead and outside of Kingston. I will start showing the deal to persons in Mandeville. So that was me actually in Mandeville sharing the information with people at the teachers college down there. If you guys are actually a part of the meeting, that meeting, or can relate, let us know in the chat. So that's me in Mandeville. Jeline, are you still on the call? You remember anything like this, Jeline? If you're still on the call, let us know in the chat. You guys see what I mean? And that's O'Shane Ellis. That's we're actually in Mandeville sharing information with people in Mandeville. We're actually pushing hard to actually get our team to 400 plus people. And that's me with some other team members in Mandeville. I actually brought my son and daughter down there because we didn't have anywhere to keep them, so we actually bring them with us to share the information with people. I would just keep going hard. You guys see what I mean? So if you can relate, let me know in the chat. And then the team in Kingston start growing at a rapid pace. So that is at the Ultimate Restaurant. We actually fill up the room of people. And we just keep going. We just keep going. We just keep going and keep sharing the information with more and more and more people. And guess what? At the next event, we actually get our team to 400 plus people. So this is me.
Kingston, Jamaica Team Genesis, be up on the stage. So my name is Owen Mackenzie. I saw World Ventures in 2017 from a complete stranger. I did not pay attention to the person, I pay attention to the information. Now, my background is in the military. Fast forward to now, I've actually been on a lot of trips and hit IMD. What I want to leave with you guys is this. You see, sometime in building this business, the person closest to you is the one that's not going to believe in you. Let me tell you why. They're too close to you to see your greatness. So what you got to do, the biggest sale you got to make in your life is to sell yourself that you are good enough. And the only thing is not good enough about you is your belief that you're not. Anything else that's coming to your mindset is a lie from the pit of hell. So I was a top God and top World Ventures.
So guys, we actually hit the target. And this is us at another training event pushing hard again to get these two persons to actually hit the ranks. So this is at Momentum, it's Arizona in 2020. And then right after that, the pandemic actually hit. So we start building our team on Zoom. And we're relentless. Zoom, we keep pushing, we're building on Zoom just the same. But what I want to do before I close out this live stream, I see where actually Monique is asking when is the next meeting. Monique, I can set up a meeting for me and you right after this live stream. So you just hit me up on, if you actually have my number, you can hit me up, or I could actually you can actually send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. You see what I mean? So I want to share some powerful tips with you guys that I live by for the last 3.5 years that allow me to be successful in network marketing. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. If you're leaders, you see, leaders, they have to give up to actually go up. And when they go up, they actually have to give up more to stay up. So if you're reading on the screen, you actually see what I'm saying. Now, sacrifice is an ongoing process. It's not a one-time payment. So you always have to be making sacrifice. If you realize throughout my journey, I'm constantly making sacrifice to achieve what I wanted to achieve and to reach where I wanted to go. Now, some of you guys' reasons why you're not excelling in life is a simple an excuse. An excuse is just a damn good lie, if you guys know what I mean. Now, I'm not the sharpest person. In other words, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm in the drawer and I'm actually cutting. So you don't have to be the best of the best persons to become successful in this thing. All you have to do is just copy what the successful persons are, and you definitely will become successful. Now, you cannot get the prize without paying the price. You guys see what I mean? Now, what I also want to share with you, if you do nothing new and say nothing new, you guys know that you're not going to become nothing new. You got to take risks. You got to try new things and stuff like that. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions before I actually close out the live stream. I'm actually sharing some of the tips that I used to motivate myself over the last 3 years to have so much success with network marketing. You guys see what I mean? Now, what you earn is just for today, but what you become is for a lifetime. You guys see what I mean? Now, what is the biggest thing you got in your life right now? Is it your bank account, or is it your pride, or is it your ego? You got to determine which one you want to make the biggest thing in your life. Becoming a marketing director, I have 400 plus people in my team. It look good, but it actually feel better. Now, what is happening in you value more than what is happening around you. So you definitely need to pay attention to what is happening in you. People will not care how much you know until they know how much you care. When people show you who they are, you definitely want to believe them. You guys see what I mean? So some other tips that I want to share with you guys is like, you can't say the right thing to the wrong person when you're actually doing this thing. You see what I mean? You can't use your past to determine your future. So whatever had happened to you in the past, you can't use that to determine what's going to happen to you right now. You see what I mean? People can only teach you what they know, and doing what you know 100% will give you the results that you want. Guys, I'm actually going to share this last thing with you, and I'm going to jump back on camera and take any questions that you guys may have or stuff like that. Now, if you want to achieve what you never achieved before, you have to become a person that you never was before. Let me know if that resonates with you guys. Let me know in the chat. I'm actually watching the chat. So I'm actually going to close this out right now. I'm going to actually turn on back my camera, come on camera, and answer any questions that you guys might have or anything like that. You guys see what I mean? So I'm actually turning on my camera, jumping back on screen so you guys can see me. So let me know if you're actually being able to see me again. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. And thank you guys for tuning on to this live stream. I'm actually watching the chat right now. I'm not seeing anything from you guys in the chat. So I'm seeing where Tanis is saying that was really good. Thanks. Big up yourself. Anything you guys have to share, to ask in the chat? Anything else? Any question? Monique, you need to link me up as soon as possible. So if there's no other questions, nothing coming from you guys in the chat, I'm actually going to close this live stream out. So thank you guys for jumping on, and I'm planning to do another live stream tomorrow. But most importantly, I have my new book coming out, Boundless Success. Stay tuned for that, guys, where I'm going to actually dive way deeper than this into my story and share with you guys. I'm not seeing anything from the chat, so you guys should be okay and fine. Big up yourself, and I will see you guys on the next live stream.